Well, hope Blaze is having fun on vacation. Huh? I don't know. We'll find out. So, Blaze, if you're watching this, I hope you're having fun on vacation. And you can email Spencer to tell him, yes, that you really are watching this. And then Spencer can tell us that you are watching it. So.
Maybe you just shut that off.
Huh?
Maybe you just shut that off.
Did I shut off? It
Why'd
should
you go
be.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1 then?
No, because to tell you that I was starting it.
Oh, I thought you said
But obviously, by the way, this isn't just for Blaze. This is for anyone that's absent. So.
But it's really for Blaze, so.
Any of your classmates will also see this too between first and third hour. So include Chanel, Trevor, Rodney, so they're also gone. I do that for anyone that's absent on any given day. All right, now we're going to start this aluminum foil activity. So to start out with, I want to make sure that we at least have a procedure nailed down before you get started. And actually, what we may have to do with this group today is get the procedure nailed down and then start it first thing tomorrow. It shouldn't take us long to do. Okay, so our questions to start this activity, I've got 3. Really the big one out of this is, how big is an atom? And really we should be able to answer that question in the end, because we're also going to find out how many atoms thick is a piece of foil. Where did my pieces of foil go? There they are.
That's approximately 300,000.
We'll find out. I don't know. Okay. So that's how. So we're going to try to figure that out. But ultimately, in this lab, you're going to figure out how can we also find the thickness of a piece of aluminum foil. A piece of information I'd like to give you to start with is the density of aluminum. Density of aluminum is 2.70 grams per centimeter cubed. Per 1 centimeter cubed, I guess you could say. So that is the density of aluminum. All right? So then, once we have the density of aluminum, and you'll have, each group will have their piece of foil, how could we go about starting to figure out how we could find the thickness? Any thoughts? How can we find the thickness of the foil? Well, do you think you could measure how thick it is with just a plain ruler?
No, 60th of an inch.
It's going to be less than that.
30.
1/32.
I mean, it's going to be so small that, frankly, you're not going to be able, a ruler's not going to be able to cut.
1/200. I get it.
We can make a
Okay?
like a thing.
So, let's start with density. I'm giving you the density for a reason. So, tell me this. How do you find the density of any object?
Mass divided by
Okay. So, to start with, okay, we know that density equals mass divided by volume, all right? Well, density, mass, volume. Okay, we're given the density with a piece of aluminum foil. Can I find the mass or the volume for it?
Yeah.
Okay, which one can I find? Okay, mass, that's pretty easy. Okay, how can I find the mass?
Crumple it up and put it on the scale.
Okay, so fold up foil, put on scale to mass it. By the way, if you haven't figured it out, we're kind of doing your procedure at the same time. Okay? So that'll get us our mass. Okay? Now, since I got the density and the mass, what could I do next? Huh? I can find the volume by doing mass divided by density. So yeah, I can find my volume by doing mass divided by density. By the way, Mass is in what unit? Volume's in what unit? Or if we use, grams per centimeter cube. Okay, so if I take a gram divided by a gram per centimeter cubed, what does my unit of volume end up becoming? Centimeters cubed. So it equals whatever your number is in centimeters cubed. Okay? So now I've got the volume in centimeters cubed. Now, obviously this is a piece of foil. It appears to be flat. It really does appear to be flat, but obviously it does have a little bit of a thickness, so it's still a three-dimensional object. It's still, yeah. Okay. So actually, in all reality, it is a cube. How do I find the volume of a cube? Beautiful, yeah. So volume of a cube equals length times width times height. Okay. What does length times width give me?
Area.
Area. So volume of a cube equals area times height. What's the height representing?
Thickness.
Bam! That's right.
Indiana.
Height is the thickness of the foil. Now, in order to solve for the height, what do I got to do to solve for that height? If I've got volume from here, volume divided by area equals height. So we got a centimeter cubed divided by centimeter squared gives me centimeters. So the thickness of my aluminum foil is in centimeters, and I am out of time in about 5 seconds. That's your procedure for tomorrow. We'll reconvene first thing tomorrow. Have a nice day. That worked out beautifully.